Hello and welcome to the month of January 2023. Happy New Year. I'm hoping you enjoyed the holiday season. I'm wishing you all the best for the upcoming year of abundance and love in all forms. And we have a universal month number 8 in January. And paired with the number 1, the first month, is very powerful energy to work with. Now for myself, I'm recording this on the 31st. And I already am feeling the energy of the 8 in effect and the 1. And so it doesn't really for me have anything to do with it being a new year. I don't really, for myself personally, follow that calendar. I feel the energy. That's how I move. That is where my guidance system lies, is by understanding the energy that we have to work with and what opportunities we can use to our advantage for creating our manifestations or changing or healing or transforming or whatever the case may be. Every energy has a different flavor. Every energy has a different theme based on numerology, based on astrology. So this is all coming together beautifully here for the beginning of the year. We have the 8, the universal month number 8. And if you've been following my videos, we had a universal month number 8 in November. And then we went into universal month number 9 in December. And we're going back into an 8 in January because the year number changes. So it does change the pattern of the months moving forward. So in January, we have a universal month number 8. And then in February, we go back to a universal month number 9. So keep that in your back pocket. Just remember that anything that's initiated in the month of January, there will be a transformation afterwards that will allow for the old to conclude, to fade away, or to resolve. So this is a new chapter with a start and an ending together between January and February. But the importance around January, and try not to think of the Gregorian calendar with this, try to use this as an energetic roadmap for your transformation, for your manifestation. So when we work with the 8 energy, it is very much of personal potency, power, prosperity. And this doesn't really have to do with ego. It's void of ego. And actually, the more that we can understand the difference between our ego and our personal power, our true self, what motivates us, what inspires us, what our purpose is, what our potential is, that is where our success is going to lie. So if we are created by ego, or if we're motivated by ego, and if we're motivated for the wrong reasons, then the 8 frequency is the karmic equalizer. It has a very strong energy of balance. Everything is in motion with the 8 on its side, the infinity sign. So when the 8 comes into play, it can definitely equalize anything that is created or manifested from a misalignment with one's highest good. So if it's done out of greed or spite or jealousy, or trying to prove something, or for maybe even other reasons similar to what I mentioned, then there's going to be a very powerful repercussion because of that. There's also a repercussion for the good of what we want to create for our highest good and what we are in alignment with. So it works both ways. And this is very much in effect in the month of January. So for myself right now, I'm feeling this energy. I am feeling this 8 frequency. I'm feeling more confident. I'm feeling more in my power. And with the 1 in effect, the first month, it is 1 and 8 are the most powerful numbers in numerology. So 1 is the initiator. It is associated with the masculine principles. It is very much of leadership. It's very much of initiation. It's very much of perseverance. And so this energy, these 2 energies together are going to be naturally very, very strong. So you very well could be noticing some of these energies already coming into effect. And I'm already feeling it. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling brave. I'm feeling confident. And so you very well could be feeling any of these energies, but maybe something different for you as well. We all have our own path and we all have our own experiences. But the more that we can work with it, and don't shy away from stepping out of your comfort zone. This is the month where you can break barriers, you can break boundaries, you might have a bit more energy to work with. So use that energy for production. Use that energy to initiate the change that you want. Focus on yourself, your own personal transformation, perhaps creating success and abundance, which is very much tied in with the 8 frequencies. And we have Capricorn season, of course, for the majority of January. So it's really great to build our success, to build our worth, and maybe start a new business or take our business to the next level. But whatever we can align with, and it's emotionally, it's intellectually, it's physically, it's energetically, the greater return we will see as a result. So try and notice if anything is getting in the way of allowing for you to accomplish what you want. This is going to be a big stepping stone towards success. So use it as that and just go with the flow of energy. If you are noticing that you are having any resistance or fears, we have the full moon in Cancer. The emotions also, I should mention, could be running high at that time. We have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th. So the emotions could be intensifying, as Cancer is a water sign, and Cancer is also ruled by the moon. So we have a lot of that moon intensity that is going to come into play at the beginning of the month as well. So there's going to be a lot of maybe emotions, but a lot of power to work with. Now, if again, as I mentioned, you're dealing with the emotions, or maybe there is uncertainty, or maybe even healing that needs to be done, work with the moon energy to release. And when we can release these energies that come to the surface, then we get to open up for more. Then we have more energy to work with. Right? So I do have my full moon ritual on the 6th. So hopefully you can join. I'll leave a link below as well. And of course, the Shadow Project is launching on the 7th. And I had to change the day from the 6th to the 7th because I'm doing the ritual on the 6th. So I wanted to have more time and space to dedicate for the first day of the Shadow Project, where we are going to work on emotions and triggers. So we're going to go deep into the subconscious and understand what triggers are being activated, where they're coming from, and how to work with the emotions and understand the emotions to increase our sensitivities, to increase our intuition, and to increase a higher sense of knowledge, self-knowledge, and self-awareness, to ultimately rise to a higher state of consciousness and being. So if you are interested, the link is below as well. So hopefully I'll see you there. If you have any questions at all, please email me. I'm happy to answer. And yes, the times are somewhat flexible, so we can work with the group to accommodate accordingly. So January, as I mentioned, we have Capricorn season for the majority, which is great for grounding into the practicality. It is a really nice complementary energy for the 8 with regards to building success, with regards to building career. Now, this could be education, it could be finances, it could be a new career path, it could be elevating your career as where you have it right now, taking it to the next level. And then we move into Aquarius season in the later portion of the month, which is a very nice humanitarian energy, air energy. And this is where we get to maybe be more social, where we get to connect with communities, connect with other people, and extend our energy and our gifts with the world to help humanity in some kind of way. So it is a very much of service. It's very much of the advancement of humanity, thinking outside the box, really being unique and creative and innovative with our strategies and with what we are wanting to create. Again, maybe part of our career, but there's going to be a lot of power at play here with that. So on a collective level, this is in the later half of January, or later portion of January, we may see the collective really rising to the occasion of making change. Whistleblowers, groups of people, protests, taking the old establishments down, like really challenging. So pushing hard. So that very well could be showing up in the later portion, because the 8 is going to be in effect. And that is a very powerful energy for change and creation and manifestation. So it can play out in many different ways. Of course, on the lower polarity, there could be power plays coming from the opposite side of power enforcement, wanting to reinforce power and oppressing and suppressing. So that could very well also be playing out. But I feel that regardless, this is the timeline that we're in, and it is going to be in effect for a while. So I just feel within the Aquarius season and with that 8 frequency, there could be some more energy to fuel those changes and efforts towards bettering humanity in a positive way. All right, so I'm hoping this video found you when you need it the most. Make the best out of this month, work with the energy. And again, if you're finding yourself up against any roadblocks or any limitations within yourself, release during the full moon, but step out of your comfort zone. Really focus on your personal power, your potency coming from an alignment with your highest self, with what you want to create in the world, and think of success, think of big goals, have the vision in sight of what you want to accomplish for the new year. And this is a really powerful way to start it. All right, so I'm sending you again best wishes for 2023, and I will be seeing you very soon. Take care.